Hi all again, Master number 22. So this is your August reading for 2019. And yes, I'm holding your numbers up. I had a slight accident with Mercury retrograde and all with my computer. So I had to buy another computer, which basically means I can't point the camera down to the cards. But I will be holding them up as I'm reading them, which we're going to do a little bit differently as well. So this is your reading. I'm going to pop these ones down now. So with Mercury retrograde, yeah, I had to buy a new computer. So I decided I would invest in a bigger computer. So, and also I wondered how you were going to get me on camera doing the readings, and Spirit decided that we needed to break my computer, my other one, so I have to now be on camera. So sorry guys, you've got my ugly mug instead of just my hands. Anyway, I've done a video already on the astrology for August, which is quite interesting. It's called I can't even remember now, Cosmic Events. I did that in the middle of July, so you can go back to that one and watch what planets are going retrograde, which ones are coming out of retrograde, all those ones, full moons, new moons, all that sort of type thing. So we can get straight into the cards. So what I'm going to do is I've shuffled your cards and split the deck. We're just going to pull them off the top. There's going to be no set card layout. So which means, you know, we could pull 5 cards, we could pull 15 cards, it doesn't really matter until we get to the end of your message on what you need to know for August. So we have one extra message card. This is a new deck to me as well, which comes from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So that's those cards there, and they've been pretty spot on so far. So I will read that one there at the end of the main message. Out of the book, because I find that we are all different, even though you might be all Master 22s watching this. There might be a line that just hits the nail on the head for you, so that's why I'm going to read and I generally do read the extra message cards out of the book. So because it can be a line in whatever I read that means something different to everybody. So like I said, we'll read that one last out of the book at the end of the main message. Right, so here we go for Master number 22. So this is your August reading. So we're just going to take them straight off the top of the deck, and how many ever we have to pull, we'll pull. So your first card is the 5 of Raphael. This card reads, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. This one's come up a couple of times in the readings that I've been doing for August. This is basically feeling a little bit like nothing's good enough. Although, you know, this card suggests it's a little bit, you know, it's like might be a birthday party or whatever, and people have bought her presents, but it's not what she's looking for. It's like, I know in one reading I called her the little spoilt brat, but kind of that's not what the gist of the card is. It's not being a spoilt little brat, it's being a little bit weighed down by life in general, as in, you know, you've done all the right things, you've learnt things, you know, you've come to a point, especially being a Master 22, and you just haven't hit that nail on the head, and that's the only way I can explain it. If you can see over here, she's actually walked past this other present over here, and that's her silver lining. Maybe it's just a little bit that you're not looking in the right places, or you're not searching in the right places for that silver lining. Life being life these days, it's hard to find a silver lining. You know, we're all working umpteen dozen hours to pay the bills, to put a roof over our head, to look after our families, that sort of type thing. And 2019 has been a really fast year. I can't believe it's August already. But yeah, this one here, I'll keep pulling cards, but that's the general gist of this card is, you know, feeling that not so much, oh, woe is me, it's more that, you know, when's it going to be my time? When is it my time? When, you know, when is all this wonderful things going to happen sort of type thing. That's kind of just my gut instinct on this card. I'm going to keep pulling cards and see where we're going with it. Your next card is the Nine of Gabriel, and it says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility, environmental activist. So this is kind of saying that, you know, this is nearly sort of over, this sort of type thing. Don't lose faith. Don't, you know, stay determined. Keep going at what you're doing. I think, you know, there might be, the cards will tell us anyway, that silver lining. It's very, very hard to find in life, but a big one here is stay determined. Once you lose your determination, you know, you're going to walk straight past this silver lining over here, and not even realise you've done it. So, you know, dig in, dig your heels in as deep as you have to go, and stay determined. So, and it also says be prepared for any possibility. Any possibility could be finding that silver lining. You know, you've got to think about that sort of thing too. Don't lose that faith that, you know, there is no silver lining in life. There's always a silver lining if you are willing to look for it. You may be, like I said, just, you know, having to wait a little bit longer than, and there's that word patience again. Nobody likes that word patience, but it might just take a little bit more patience is what I'm going to say with this one. But it's, you know, this card's come up for a reason, saying stay determined, you know, you're just about there. Your next card is the Seven of Gabriel. A lot of Gabriel's cards coming out today. And it reads, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. That's a pretty fast moving card, that one. Gabriel cards are the wand suit or the fire suit. But this one's telling you to stay determined. You know, you've got to stay determined here. And then this one says, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence and claim your personal power. Sometimes to stay determined, yeah, you've got to have confidence. Without it, you can feel a little bit down in the dumps. This, you know, especially being this card here, the 5 is also a very scattered energy. You know, you could be scattering your energy a little bit too much. There's another one with the 5. 7 is also, this is the 7 of Gabriel. 7 is a very introspective number. And I should know I'm a life path number 7. I do a lot of internal thinking, if you like. My head never stops. Basically, this card is telling you to do a little bit of work on the inside, you know, to make yourself stay determined. And it can be as simple as getting up in the morning and being thankful for, you know, it being summertime, or that the sun is shining. Just, you know, start small and then go to the big stuff. But definitely a little bit of introspection here with this card. And it is really, you know, it says claim your personal power. And that is anybody's personal power if they can do a little bit of introspection and just to stay determined and, you know, in their own power and their own strength sort of type thing. I'm going to keep going and keep pulling cards. And we then get the King of Ariel, and it says successful, stable, accomplished and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional financial success, using resources wisely. So this is cards sort of come along to say that, you know, your plans are working out. You know, it might just take a little bit of time. But the King of Ariel card here is one that if you have a look at the card, it's quite a plush scenery. You know, there's just down here where my finger is here, there's a treasure chest there. You know, there's a lovely table laden with, you know, food and fruit and all that sort of type thing. There's fresh flowers. There's all sorts of, it's quite an opulent sort of theme. So you are on track, you know, and your plans are working out. You're just going to have a little bit of patience, I think. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely, is a big one for August. I think, I can't remember which life path it was. This card was their main message, was the King of Ariel here, saying that you're using resources wisely, definitely. When you get, put those cards down, when you get this card and this card in the same reading, this one here is the temptation to go out and buy the bright shiny things, as in to find your silver lining in life. It's not the bright and shiny things that will bring you that silver lining in life. It's not going spending lots of money on different bits and pieces, on things for the house, or, you know, fancy cars and all those sorts of things. That's not the silver lining that in life. That's just a bonus. But this card, you know, saying that use your resources wisely, is telling you don't get tempted into making yourself feel good that way, sort of thing. Don't go out and buy things, and how else can I say it? Don't go out and buy things that are only going to make you feel happy for this amount of time in life. At the moment, it's not saying you can never do it. We all do it at some stage, but this isn't going to find. This is only that's only going to be a temporary fix for you. This is not the silver lining they're talking about in these cards. This is not the flash, you know, holiday and the flash car and the, you know, fancy jewellery and all that sort of type thing. That's only a fleeting thing. That'll make you happy for about 5 seconds, and believe me, I know, because I've been there, done it. But, you know, this card here, just be very careful of that, watching the pennies sort of thing, like it says, using resources wisely. You do have enough, but you have to use your resources wisely. We'll keep going. That's our next card. And then we get the Queen of Ariel. So we've got Mr. and Mrs. here. I'm just going to pop those other cards down there just for a moment. So the Queen of Ariel says, mature, practical, generous and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. Generally, when these cards come up and they're kings and queens together with the same suit, sorry, I do have a bit of a chest cold at the moment, sorry guys. It's usually depicting Mr. and Mrs. Now, this can be husband and wife, this can be mother and father, this can be grandma and grandpa, but they're a wise, older sort of generation that have basically put their resources together, made some very wise decisions, but you see both of them are very opulent scenes. You know, this is kind of where you're heading to. This also could be somebody that you know that you can go to for a little bit of wise advice. I'm just looking at your other cards down here. But generally, yeah, when these two, you know, cards come up, they're king and queen in the same suit. This could be even yourself, you and your partner, you and your husband or wife, or whatever scenario, whichever fits for you. So this is kind of saying it's like a team effort. You're both going to have to watch each other's back, sort of type thing, especially, you know, getting this card right at the beginning. We'll pop that one just in the middle there. You know, you're both going to have to find that silver lining in life together, sort of type thing. That might be your silver lining. This reading might not be for everybody. Remember, they are general readings, but for some, I would say that, you know, the Mr. and Mrs. card has come up for a reason. You're both on the same wavelength. You're both on the same path. I think you just have to find, you know, maybe that silver lining together, that may be what you're missing, sort of type thing, you know. It's not sort of, you know, she's off doing what she wants and he's off doing what he wants. You've got to come to sort of the same conclusion. You've got to come together basically to work this situation out, the silver lining, I'm going to say. But definitely, I'm going to pull one more card, see where we're going. Then we get the Knight of Ariel. So you've got a lot of Ariel cards. And it says, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by somebody kind. Like I said, you know, my cards never lie. I think this detailed plan needs to be both of you making that detailed plan. Your partner, you have to include your partner in these plans, in this detailed plan. But it is being watched over by somebody kind and caring. This could also be, like I said, you know, parents, grandparents, all that sort of type thing. So if you need any advice, if this isn't you and your partner, this could be your mother and father or their mother and father, their grandparents, your grandparents, any which way you want to work that one. But it says there is so much to accomplish. Make a detailed plan, being watched over by somebody kind. So I'm taking from these cards, and I'm only using my gut instinct here. I think this is about your relationship and this finding the silver lining in life. You need to work together to do it, but I think you need to make a detailed plan to do it. How are you going to get to this opulent sort of stage is another one. You know, if this is what you want in life, hey, that's fantastic, but you both need to work together to get it. Right, we'll go one more card, see how we go. And then we have the Eight of Ariel. So a lot of Ariel cards coming up today for you. It says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So you have a look at that card there. There's a young gentleman here studying his backside off, if you like. He's got Archangel Ariel pointing things out in books and stuff like that. So maybe this is where you might just have to get a little bit of education or extra education, additional education or training is basically what it says at the bottom. Maybe it might be even, you know, upskilling at work, that sort of type thing, to get to this sort of stage over here with the King and Queen of Ariel, which is the Pentacles. So that could be also in the scenario sort of thing. I'm just basically having a look at all these cards together. It's a little bit hard for me to watch them on the screen or look at them on the screen. Yeah, I kind of think I'm on the right track with these ones. This is you and a partner basically, or this is somebody in your life that is, at the moment, I don't think you're working together. I think you need to come together to work together to build this life sort of type thing that you're wanting, that, you know, this one with silver lining, that even going back to the King of Ariel here, it says, you know, professional and financial success, and generally, you know, professional and financial success comes through hard work, working together, and there's your silver lining in life. You know, when you have a partnership that, you know, you're both building a life together, you know, that's another silver lining in life. You know, a lot of people are in relationships these days and they're not working together. They've got a roof over their head, they pay their bills, they eat together, sleep together, and then they go to work, you know. That's not a life or a silver lining in life. That is just getting through every day the best that they can. So I'm pretty sure that's what these cards are all saying, but one or both of you may have to take additional training or get additional education. But this is, again, the Eight of Ariel, it's the Eight of Coins in the traditional suit. It's taking great pride in your excellent work as well. So you're doing a good job, you will be noticed, sort of thing. So there's no worry in that one. I think there's just a little bit of extra training may be needed. I'm just trying to get these all up the right way. And I think this where this card comes in with the 7, with a little bit of introspection. How are you going to do this? How are you going to work together? How are you going to plan your life together to get to the King and Queen of Ariel, which is the King and Queen of coins, It's they're very opulent sort of people, they're well-to-do, all that sort of type thing. That takes a great deal of work and a lot of planning and working together. And it doesn't matter whether you're in a group or what situation, you've got to work together to produce this. One more card. And then we get the 6 of Gabriel, which says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next projects, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So I'm just going to pop those two down here. So you've basically, that was the last card I pulled. It's the card we just pulled then. So, it is time to give yourself a bit of a congratulations, even a celebration sort of type thing, because you have done a wonderful job. If you've heeded the messages in these cards, if you've tried to, put a plan together, work together, all that sort of type thing, you're definitely going to get there a lot easier and a lot quicker. Yep, I'm just going to put that there. To finding that silver lining in life, in your relationships and work and whatever you do. If you don't work together, so like, this card sort of basically jumps out there and says, well, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships and promotions. So doing that extra training, this card here, doing that extra training, you're going to get awards and scholarships and promotions. So don't think it's not worth your time, because it definitely is. Excuse me. I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope it made sense, guys. And we'll see what your wisdom of the Oracle card is. And it says poised, which is a very good card. I'm just going to read what it says. It's there, and it's number 48. And it says poised, essential meaning, being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Sorry, I'm going to start that one again. I'm just going to put that card down because it's too hard to read and hold that up. It says, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. I'm just going to read a little bit more here. It's the prosperity message. It says, you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The directions you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. So I think that card goes brilliantly, guys. These cards have been amazing for the readings for August. Like it says, you're poised. You know exactly what to do. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you have a sense that a new phase in your life is about to begin. What more do I need to say? We'll find those two cards here. What more do I need to say? You know, these are the King and Queen of Pentacles, of coins, if you like. You're poised and ready now. You're a master number 22. You have the wisdom and the knowledge to handle whatever this is going to be. Whatever you guys are basically going to put your heads together and work at, I think you're poised for a great success. And if you have ever read your life path readings, or, you know, the written stuff about a master number 22, they are poised for success. They just have to grab it with both hands and actually attempt it. So I hope this reading has helped you guys for August. If you need a personal reading, you can contact me at my Facebook page or my website, which is sunmoontarot.co.nz. That'll take you to my Facebook page where you can book a one-on-one reading with me, and we can do that on Skype or Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. So if you need a personal reading to maybe have a little bit more guidance on this, I'm only too happy to help. So that's a pretty good reading, guys. Like it says, you're poised, you're ready, now is your time. I'm going to put that card down. So just a quick recap. You've got the King and Queen here. This is a partnership. This is working together as Mr. and Mrs. or having somebody in that sort of Mr. and Mrs. role to help you sort of make a plan. You then get a card like the Six of Gabriel here saying, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships and promotions. I don't think that silver lining is going to be hidden for very long after August for master number 22s is all I can say. So, and just don't forget the Seven of Gabriel here. It might just take a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of switching on the brain sort of type thing, and claiming your personal power, because you've got cards here saying promotions, all that sort of type thing. They're, like it says in here, there's so much to accomplish. So take your time. This card here saying stay determined, and don't not stay determined. You have everything to gain at the moment, but being prepared for any possibility. What more can I say, guys? I'm going to leave it there. It's a good reading. So I hope that's helped for August. And at this stage, I really can't say anything more. Like I said, if you need help during the month of August, just, get hold of me through Facebook or my website. But I wish you all the best in August, and we'll talk again soon. See you later.